What is up, base heads? It is your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid, coming to you direct. Got a little break from my job, man. So I come down here to shoot a quick video. Hopefully this goes quick. And before I shoot the video of the matter at hand, I'll just show you what I've been working on, because I got some cleaning up to do, man. Little beauty panels and stuff like that. See these little boards across here? Right here to clean up. Then I'm going to put another board on top of here. You know what I mean? To clean up along there. Paint it to make it look real clean. So on and so forth. So the speakers are in, but got some cleaning up to do. That's all. And then I still need to get my ninth amplifier, and then I got to do some amp rearranging in the trunk to make it fit, connected, yada, 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 so on and so forth. Just doing a little walk around. And then I'll get on the subject of why I'm down here. Yeah, do a little walk around, let you see a nice wide port, 270 square inch port now. Like I told you, this is tuned to like 38.4 something hertz now. And it ain't down at 34 like it once was. The port was smaller. You know what I mean? Non-resilient sound, V2 Platinum, D1 subs, and amplifiers. I got the trunk closed right now. It was a Stetson. It's going to be 9. There's 8 right now. 8 Stetson Bravo bass flex impedance AKs. Okay, that's what I'm running. And you go ahead and close that, because I'm going to get off the subject. And what's in there, I'm going to be back down here. As I go on, I'll be showing you the progress. I think I may go back to the 320 alternators, man. These Dodge Diesel Cummins big case, the 320s seem to charge faster. That bank up faster than these. Okay, but these are doing all right. And there goes a extra zero gauge for the extra amplifier that's going in there. Right there, getting all that ready. Get it all ready. Got to put some, some heat shrink and all that on there. Yada, 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 yada. So we're going to be getting all that done maybe this weekend or next weekend, man. Okay. And, yeah, see my graphic, my Batman symbol shrinking and peeling off. I'm going to end up taking this whole thing off, sanding this, and getting something else up on here. Like I was talking about, getting some guys, finding some guys that y'all may know, and then my speakers coming off from the heat and all of that. Yeah. Just getting sanding this off and just getting plain lettering on here. But let me get to the matter at hand. So, the one video that I posted up, all right, people, and I show all 9 of the subs up on sawhorses on the board. That video, when it's like I labeled it the unboxing of the Resilient Sounds Platinums. And at the beginning, I mentioned that I was asking, getting some feedback, plain old feedback, just some opinions, on me sending a guy an amplifier, okay, and it made it to Ohio and did not go to him. And so I was just asking now, I sent him his money back like a month ago. I sent it, as soon as he mentioned it, 15 minutes later, I just sent him his money. We had a little discussion about it, because I kind of felt, like I said, that this was the first time this ever happened to me sending anybody anything, okay? And I, just was asking, people's feedback. Just give me a feedback. He got his money back immediately. You know what I mean? Because I'm a businessman, man. I'm a businessman. I do what a businessman's supposed to do. I gave him back his money. All right? But I felt a little some type of way about the post office in his state. Somebody stealing it, and that's what happened. So in that story, I just was mentioning that a FedEx driver out in Honker, PA, delivery guy got caught stealing. Got caught stealing because the subject was, well, you should have sent it FedEx or UPS, and this thing wouldn't have never happened. And I was like, yes, it would have, because not everybody, but people steal. It don't matter if it's UPS or FedEx. They're no better than USPS. Just people to steal, and one got caught. That's what it was about, okay? And so, I put that video up on YouTube, and I got over 2,000 views within a few days. A couple thousand views. All right, and everybody, and a lot of the guys, man, you're allowed to say, yeah, Soda, that was a good thing you did. You gave back the dude his money. You should have. One guy was like, how about if Brazilian Sounds would have sent you the speakers and they would have got lost over at the post office somewhere? Wouldn't you want them to refund you? That was a good, he made a good statement there. But sure I would. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at him. Yeah, you could have your opinion like, yeah, man, you should have gave him his money back. And then there was more people that's like, no, I wouldn't have did that. Once it got to Ohio, it was in the responsibility to hands of that post office. Boom, boom, boom. But one dude comes up. You see, sometimes when you put up videos and you're getting good feedback and stuff like that, there's always some hater. Always a hater. Always. Someone that don't have nothing else better to do, man. But sit on a computer and troll. Lonely. He gets no attention. This guy gonna come up and say some stuff like, man, why would you go and ask the community? Because I am the community. That's the first thing. Why would you go and ask the community about what you should have done? I gave him his money back. That's the only important thing that you should be caring about, hater. He got back his money. I gave him his money back immediately. I gave him back his money. That's all you should be caring about and nothing else. Nothing else, dude. Not getting up on a post and hating on a post and talking to me like you my parents. Dude, I'm 60 years old. I've been in this probably before you were born. Okay? And go, why would you go to community? Because I'm allowed to. I can do whatever I want, man. It's a free country. I asked some opinions and all that. I'm allowed to do that. And I've also asked the opinions of my customers coming in to get their hair cut who's retired from businesses and stuff like that, what they would have done if that would have happened. Point being, he got his money back a month ago. That same day when he asked, he got his money back. Period. All right? So, that's what happened with that. And he comes on and he says, yeah, man, you even asking about what you should have done is whack. That's your opinion. And number two, man, just get off my post. Don't come up on my post with none of that nonsense. All right, so I'm saying this to you, dude. I can ask whatever I want. Number one. Number two, I gave him back his money. Period. Nothing else should matter. He got his money back. I'm not a company. I'm not a company. I'm not a factory. I'm not FI. I'm not Brazilian Sounds. I'm not American Bass. Okay, I'm not Down for Sound. I'm not any of them guys, man. It's like making probably $1 million or more a year in sales, bro. I'm a bass head that does bills and travels and competes. I'm 755 trophies in, driving this same car and competing in the same car since 1998. Driving it, not towing. It's only been towed once down the street to a contest because the alternators wasn't done. And I had it towed and still did a 60 off of regular AGM batteries, bro. You know what I mean? We have equipment. When I'm done with this equipment, whenever I'm selling equipment that I use and I'm done using it and I want to get something else, I'll sell the equipment for a fraction of the cost. And you can ask anybody if the equipment's always got to them in good shape. It was in good shape in the first place. I've never sold nothing to nobody broken. Ever. And it's always gotten to them. One time, something was stolen from this guy's own estate. One time. This has never happened. And this guy come on, so I said something back. And even when he sees this, he probably say something, then I'm just going to hit the block button, man, because I ain't got time for you dudes to be up on my post with no negative bullshit, bro. I don't need to be hearing all that. I don't want to hear all of that. I don't go up on people's posts with some negative stuff ever. Not unless they're saying something they ain't got no business saying, you know. But, yeah. So, Yeah, man, just more people that said I shouldn't have gave him back, but me being a good businessman. Me being a good businessman. I'm a businessman. I gave him back his money. You know what I mean? I gave him back his money. That amp was brand new equipment that I got sitting around the house that don't belong to me. It belongs to my boy Dre. I call him a hoarder of car audio because he would just buy equipment, use it once, and then put it back in the box and buy something else, and the stuff he just didn't use, brand ass new. Sold him a brand ass new amplifier for way cheaper than anywhere on the internet. In fact, I've been selling stuff to the point where people can't send me all of this nonsense. I'm about, here, man, you can get it cheaper on Down for Sound and shipped. I make it to where they can't even come at me like that, which boils down to you just can't afford the equipment. And when people do that, I was like, dude, it's cheaper than that. You can't afford that. Why are you sending that to me? You can't even afford it. What are you doing this for, man? What's the purpose of you sending me this stuff, talking about it's cheaper here, cheaper there, cheaper there, when you can't even buy it from there? And if I did come down cheaper than that, you still wouldn't buy it because you wasn't buying anything in the first place. You're wasting my time, your time. Guys like that, I just block them. I was like, goodbye, bro. Go find something to do. Get off the computer. Period. You know what I mean? So we got this equipment cheap. Some of them guys don't know anything about the equipment. They wouldn't know what to do with the equipment if they did buy it. They wouldn't know what to do with it. They're asking questions. What kind of amp do I put on this kind of speaker? Why are you buying the speaker? Why are you buying the speaker, man? Why are you buying an amp if you know nothing about it and you can't afford it? What are you buying stereo equipment for with a broken car? Some years ago, okay, it was many years ago. It's about like in 25 years ago, 2000. Okay, we had these car audio shops in Monroeville. We had Audio Communications, Speed of Sound, Yaka Brothers. There's three of them that I knew about. So Speed of Sound. When the monoblock amps first came around, Rockford had them, Lanzar had them. You know what I mean? And I was down there one day, and some guy had called down there trying to buy an amp, but his car wasn't running. And the clerk was like, man, I don't understand, man. He has a broken car, but trying to buy an amplifier, and the car's not even running. Wouldn't he want to get a car fixed first? And I was like, that's common sense. He's like, he's been trying to buy an amp for a week, but the car's broke. And that takes me to guys that can't afford to buy car audio and lowballing real good equipment, or lowballing cats just selling below the cost of what the amps cost, or subwoofers all across the internet. And still trying to, for example, those Slaps audio shock 8Ks that I'd had, and you will see that on YouTube too. You go looking. Okay, that I did 7,600 and some odd watts from those amplifiers, and they only was like 380 something bucks a piece. But I used them in like 2 contests, and then I dropped them down about 300 to sell them a piece. And cats still wanted them cheaper than that. Even if I'd have went down to $175, it would have been cats still coming trying to get them cheaper than that. You see where I'm coming from? Them kind of dudes, you can't afford it in the first place. What are you even trying to buy? You don't even know anything about it or what to do with it. You see what I mean? Just to make that short, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, to the guys that come up on my post and hating, for what reason? You're hating for no reason. I'm a grown man, I ain't with all that. Hating for no reason. You just need some hate to talk about because you're miserable. You know what I mean? Why would you ask the community? Because I can, and I will. It's a free country. I can do what I want. With this rules and regulation, what, you're God? You're God? No, you're not. No, you're not. I could do what I want. I could ask what I want. He got his money back. You should be coming on and saying, man, he got his money back. That was the right thing to do. That's all you need to be saying. No, why are you asking the community like you somebody's father, clown? And then YouTube got the nerves to be like, hey, be respectful. After somebody comes at me like that, I usually go at them real ass stink. And then they get their little feelings hurt and go reporting you. Like, man, look what he's saying to me. Don't come on there saying nothing negative, because usually I'll go at somebody's throat with that BS, bro. Negative BS like that. Now I'm going to give you a chance to respond before I hit the hide button and get rid of you. So nobody sees nothing. Unbelievable, man. That's why I come down here, man. And I showed you a little trimming I'm doing. I'm doing little touch-ups here and there. Hoping for the best. Like they say, hope for the best, but expect the worst out of what numbers I may get. And that too. Let me remind some of you, man. Because some of you guys are not in the lanes competing at all. And I keep hearing this, if I had those many speakers, if was a fifth, we all be drunk, the real big word with the real small meaning. If I had all them amps or all them watts, I would be doing these numbers. No, you wouldn't, man, because we all know. Especially the guys the burp guys, man, that's testing, constantly testing and testing. They know it's not that easy. They know it's not that easy, man. They're trying to do high numbers with less watts. I get it. My car is for me to enjoy first. For me to like what I'm listening to first. For me to drive up and down the street beating first. It's not built especially for burping. It's built to do street beating competitions like Park and Pound and base boxing and stuff like that. For me to enjoy my money, my hard work, all the hard work it took to build this. This is my stuff. You know what I mean? For somebody to come up and say because they feel that they're the super box builder of the community and they're that good at what they do, man, that's going to come back and bite you in your ass, dude. It is, man. It is. You're going to get some haters. You're going to build some boxes for some people, and they're going to come back and hate on you, and you ain't going to know what hit you. And they're going to whine and cry, and you're going to be right up on Facebook like, man, this dude's whining and crying, and I built him, but he wanted to hit a certain number, and you couldn't get him there with all your glory. You know what I mean? And all your splendor. You couldn't get this person to where they wanted to get, and now they're bashing you for that simple reason. You know what I mean? And then you'll shut up. You'll be like, oh, I get it. Okay. You just can't predict what somebody should be hitting with their car in their car. Now, I've showed you nothing. Y'all don't listen. Some people don't listen. They're like dumb. No common sense. And I show how big this chamber, and seats are pushed up. But I show how big, this is a big-ass chamber. This is an old-school car. And cats had come up on YouTube and say, hey, Soda, man, you're doing a great thing, man. That's an old-school car, and cats don't understand them old-school cars. They're not used to them. They haven't tried building in them. You know what I mean? And how big this cabin is. Big. That's why it seems like I need that many subs in here to try to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. And no, I'm not trying to get one. I already said I'm not trying to get 70s. It would be nice. But I'm not going after no 70s. That's a lot of money and time. I ain't really got that to do. I should be thinking about retirement. Not keep buying amps and keep buying subs and keep building and keep doing that, trying to get a number that I'm not going to get paid for, even if I did accomplish it. I'm not going to get paid nothing. You know what I mean? Now they drop. That's just something I accomplished, and I spent all this money to do so. So, with that being said, this is just for my own enjoyment. And if I get into the 63s, if I do that, it's way better than the 62.03, and I couldn't get past that, get it? If I get gains, if I get into the 63s, I'm cool. But everybody's like 65s, 60. But I'm gonna do changes. I'm gonna do some stuff to try to get to a certain number. I'm gonna do some things. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is the last build for this car, man. You know what I mean? Like if I continue to want to compete and all that, I might look for something else or just say forget it. And just keep the car because it's a classic car and I've had it for so long and boom, ba boom, boom, boom. Oh my goodness, man. This is comical. Yeah, man, but y'all can keep your negative comments to yourself, man. Why hate on somebody for something stupid? You don't even understand. It's not you. It wasn't you that got the amp. It wasn't you it got sent to. What's the problem? Wow. Yeah, man, so that's about it. Yeah, we're 20 minutes in, bro. But yeah, it's your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid. I'm going to post this up on YouTube and Facebook. And y'all can put in your comments, man. You know what I mean? And there was something else I wanted to say about something that I put a post up. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to go ahead and get this out while I'm on here. I posted up about a year ago that this hobby, like, okay, what I had said was, and I didn't get the feedback that I should have from all these bass heads that I'm friends with all across social media. Y'all all should have been all up and over that post. This is a grown man's hobby, not a kid's hobby. Granted, if he's only 18 or 17 and his parents get him a car and they got money and they're able to buy him all the alternators and all the subs and all the amps and all the wiring and everything they need to buy, this hobby consists of carpentry, electronics, and math to do all of this, bro. Some years ago, I've said this before, some years ago when I was in a church service, this hater female whose husband was a drug dealer and he was in his 40s, still out on a block. I don't promote drug dealing and all of that. I don't promote it. You know, I've had my days of nonsense. You know what I mean? But at that age, you should be way above being on a block. All right, and she said to me, ain't that car audio stuff for kids? Just hating. I was like, man, first of all, you don't need to be questioning me about anything. I'm older than you. I said, y'all don't understand some things in this town, bro. Everybody don't do what you do. I know everybody don't pop lock and everybody don't do car audio and stuff like I do, and I don't expect them to. You know what I mean? I was like, this is what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it whether you like it or not. No, it's not for kids. It's for grown men. Grown man's hobby. Grown-ass man or woman's hobby. You know, some of you guys need to chime right in. It's my age doing this and competing, and in your 50s doing this and competing, and stuff like that. Y'all need to chime right in and say, I'm this age, and I still do it. I'm this age. I bass. I'm going to be bassing. You know what I mean? You get a rush like race car drivers are older than God knows what out there still trying to get that 8-second or 6-second 1 mile or quarter mile or whatever they're trying to do, and they're tearing down their engines and rebuilding them, and it's thousands beyond thousands of dollars, and they're tearing down a whole engine, putting thousands of dollars in it just to get an extra second of a quarter of a mile. You get it? Okay, us bass heads, we get a rush when we drive up and down the street and we're thundering. It gives us a rush. Sometimes we call it bass therapy. Is when we're stressed out or upset about something. We'll go hop in the car and take a 9-10 mile drive or 1 whole hour drive or just bassing. Called bass therapy. You get it? Learn. You're being taught. Teach, taught. You get it? Oh, we get it. What do you do when you're stressed? Go play with yourself? Go buy a can of cocoa butter Vaseline? Watch pornos? What do you do when you're stressed? Huh? What's your hobby when you're stressed out? From work and all of that. Okay, then I probably don't like your hobby. You gonna stop doing it because I don't like it? No, you're not. Okay. It's your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Peace, people. And last but not least, to all my followers, all my supporters, you know what I mean? Thank y'all for following and supporting the guy, bro. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. You support me, I support you. You know, see you in the lanes. This spring, summer, you know, some of you guys want demos. Okay, you can get demos. I'll give you a demo. Oh, my man Jeff, a demo. You know what I mean? And all that. Thanks for y'all's support, man. And y'all's, you know what I mean, taking up for a dude when people start to talk stupid. Peace.